Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms, 471 Papanui Road. By way of introduction, my name's Chris Kennedy. Indeed, my very real pleasure to be your auctioneer for this afternoon's brought forward auction of 34 Limes Avenue in Parklands. Now, today's auction has been brought forward on the basis that our owners have received a pre-auction offer. That offer is acceptable to them. I'll go through some of the more important details for today's auction. I'll then announce what that pre-auction offer is. I'll give you some time to digest that, take that on board. Should we see a bid from that point, we'll have an auction. If we don't, I'll simply knock the property down to the initiator of that pre-auction offer. But before we go down that path, I'd like to acknowledge and thank our owners for their ease of access, their presentation, but first and foremost to choosing to work alongside the great team here at Harcourts Gold. More importantly, Mr. Cameron Bailey, Mr. Brendan Hart, they've been your tour guides to ownership over the past couple of weeks, and of course, clearly having had a wonderful campaign with today's auction being brought forward. Gentlemen, you all set to go? Yep. Good campaign, good luck to you, and of course good luck to our owners. And as I say, we know there is choice, we just want to acknowledge that choice. Look, before we move forward, I'll just introduce you to some of the friendly faces around the room, some of the team here for this afternoon's brought forward auction. They're here to help, guide and assist you through today's proceedings. Anna McKenzie, Operations Manager here at Papanui. Jane Meyer, Executive Manager here at Papanui. They're here to work the floor, help you should you need any assistance. Of course, I'm joined by Henry Cochran. He stands up here. He marks the bids. He's Sales Manager here as well. He'll mark those bids just to keep me on track, keep me right on my numbers. And of course, Alana Cosgrove, she drives the tech, drives all of what you see out there up on the big screens, and of course beams out to the big wide world web. And at any one time, we can have an excess of 70, 80 people online. To our online viewers, welcome in. We wish you all the best with your decision making today. Now, that is the team. They're here to help, as I say, assist and guide you through today's brought forward auction. Now, I know that Cam and Brendan, they will have made all the relevant documentation available, the limb, the title and the contract. It's to that contract I now take you. Now, in normal situations, our sellers, they would have specified a confidential reserve that wouldn't be disclosed to the bidders, and subject to that reserve price being reached or breached, the highest bidder whose bid I accept shall be the purchaser. However, we've had a brought forward auction, so just to advise you buyers that when I announce that pre-auction offer figure, we are at reserve and we're on the market and we sell. I make that very, very clear to you. Now, as your auctioneer, I'll nominate the sum by which bidding can be raised. I can refuse a bid should I deem it not to be in the best interests of our owners. I, a real estate agent, acting on behalf of the seller, may submit a bid on behalf of any other person. As your auctioneer, will endeavour to identify such parties. Now, I know we've got a number of our team and a number of our colleagues from around the city. They're working with buyers. We've seen the paperwork. We're very comfortable with it, as should you. I'm not going to be placing any vendor bids because at that point we are, in fact, on the market. Our reserve has been reached. Our owners won't be withdrawing the property from sale and selling it outside the room. That won't happen. However, if a dispute arises concerning the bid, I'll simply determine that dispute, or I'll re-offer the property at the last undisputed bid. At the conclusion of the auction, which is the fall of the hammer, should it fall in your favour, you'll be required to do several things. Sign the memorandum recording the sale, in other words, the contract, pay a deposit equal to 10% of the purchase price, and complete the GST information in Schedule 1. Your bidding today is cash and unconditional. Be strong, be resolute with your bidding. We will take our time as we are masked, and we will take our time and give you every opportunity to work through today. Talking about being masked, I do remind you that we do work under Alert Level 2 regulations and rules, and we ask that you've scanned on the way in, that you've sanitised on the way in, you sanitise on the way out, and in actual fact that you stay in the bubbles that you're currently in, remain masked up, and should you become ill in the next 10 to 14 days, please seek some medical advice, but also let us know as well, because we'll have some work to do if you wouldn't mind. Now, I'm just going to take you to the property. It's more formally described as number 34 Limes Avenue, Parklands in Christchurch City. This is a freehold parcel of land, some 678 square metres on lot 36, deposit of plan 316862. It's contained, it's described in Certificate of Title, folio 65906 of the Canterbury Land Registry. We offer you vacant possession. You're bidding today, well, that's GST inclusive, so what you bid is what you pay. No change to the chattels list. I won't go through that. We'll take that you have read, you've understood clauses 22 through to 25. Of course, you bid, you buy on that basis. And once again, as I've said, buyers, cash and unconditional. Possession, settlement date, that's one of the same. That's set down for 10 working days from the date of the agreement. So 10 working days from today's date. We wish you all the best. I'm just going to pop you back through Limes just one last time. And it's located in that Lime subdivision. And look, number 34, it offers you a situation of peace, tranquility, security. It really is a superb location. It's on the doorstep to the Bottle Lake Forest, also the QE2 Recreation and Sports Centre. I'd have to suggest that buying this property today would be a health choice, would be one of the healthiest choices you've made, because if you're a fitness freak like Brendan and Cam, you'll be an athlete, you'll be just straight out to Bottle Lake Park, you'll perhaps be over to QE2 to do some exercising. It's on your doorstep, it's really, really easy to navigate. The home itself though, gee, it really is situated perfectly, catches all of that northwest sun, beautiful kitchen, 2 living areas, a really easy flow out onto that big deck. You've got 3, possibly 4 bedrooms, you could have 3 in an office. I love the separation of master to the other bedrooms. Ensuite, main bathroom. It really is just one of those superb offerings. Double garaging, and I love the security in the well-fenced section for all the little ones, whether they be 2-legged or 4-legged. There's some real choice and some real opportunity here. Beautiful offering, wonderful property. Buyers, we've had a pre-auction offer that's acceptable to our owners. Now that offer is $845,000. Do I see a bid from there? At 845, 850. Welcome to the bidding, sir, at 850. There you go. We've got an option at 850. 55 at the back now at 855. 60's called now at 860, and you go 65. At 860 bid now. 65. There you go at 860. 870. Beautiful. Working in tandem. Been to bidding school. Love that at 870. 880. Even better. Puts 10 on at 880. 890, beautiful. Come to play and come to buy. At 890, that's the way we do it. At 890, 900 for you if you like. 900. 900, welcome back at 900. Don't be put off. Go 910. $900,000. I'm going to sell it, buyers. 905. 905, beautiful. Can't pick the pattern, but happy to take the numbers. At 905. Fairly been offered now at $905,000. Give you time, buyers. 907. 907, down to 2s. Do you go 909? 907's the bid now. Happy to take 1,000, but 907 I'm going to sell it. 908. 908, beautiful. 910. 910. 910. 910,000. Don't shake your head, you give away your strategy, even with a mask on. At 910's the bid. At 910, do you go 11? Could be the Porsche bid, but at 910, once. At 910. Twice. At 910.
911.
Beautiful.
912.
12. Jump to 13, go to 15. Could be all you need to do. 912's the call. At 912.
913.
13, straight on top of himself at 913. 913, the rest can join if you like at 913 the bid. $913,000. One last lunge at 913. Do you go 915 or it's back to that open home trail? Not a lot of fun at the moment, but at 913's the bid. First call at 913. I'm going to sell it, but I'll give you time. Second call at 913. Julia, are you in, out? Third final call at 913. Are you out? Permission to sell? Are you sure? Regret's a terrible emotion. I'll give you time, but at 913 bid. Going to sell it once, twice. Third call. Are you out? Permission to sell? Thank you. Good luck to you in your property pursuit. Hold tight, sir, because I'm delighted to announce that 34 Lions Avenue in Parklands. It goes, it is gone and sold. Well bought, well bought. Commiserations, Commander Bidders. Keep working with the team. I'm sure we'll find your property. We've got another brought forward auction at 4 o'clock. Mr. Mark Morrison, fellow auctioneer, he's going to call out on behalf of Caleb Griffin, and that's number 1, Rue Delamar.
Folks, well, it's just gone 4 p.m, meaning we can now move forward with our brought forward auction here. Number 1, Rue de la Mere in Parklands. By way of introduction, my name is Mark Morrison. I'll be your auctioneer in charge of proceedings. Welcome along to the Harcourts Gold auction rooms here at number 471 Papanui Road. Now, we are here to do a couple of things today. Firstly, to inform you that the property at 1 Rue de la Mere has received an acceptable pre-auction offer at a level acceptable to our owners. The second thing we're here to do today is to find out whether or not we will hold an auction. Now, we'll hold an auction should I see bidding over and above that acceptable pre-auction offer level. If I don't see any further bidding once I announce that magic number, I'll simply knock the property down to the initiator and the property will be sold at that level. Now, it would be remiss of me not to make the inevitable COVID-19 announcement. Looks like everyone's following the rules thus far. We'll just stick in our little bubbles. We'll make sure that we've checked in and sanitised and scanned our way into the room. Make sure you sanitise your hands upon your departure. Keep the masks on. We'll keep the social distancing and we'll be just absolutely fine. If you do become unwell in the next 14 days, if you could just let someone from the Harcourts Gold management team know of that situation. We do have a few boxes that we are required to tick as part of that process. Now, I would like to firstly thank and acknowledge our sellers. We thank them for their ease of access, for their presentation, first and foremost for their choice and agency. We appreciate that there is choice out there in the marketplace. So we thank them for working with the great team here at Harcourts Gold. Speaking of the team here at Harcourts Gold, let me introduce you to a few friendly faces here in the room who are here to help guide and assist you throughout the process should you need it. Anna McKenzie, one of our managers from our Papanui office across the far side of the room, Darth as we call her on auction days. Also Henry Cochran across this side, one of our managers also within the Papanui office. So a couple of friendly faces here to help you should you need any assistance. Of course, I have Alana Cosgrove. How could I forget? Because Alana drives all the technology you see up on screen, so you can just keep an eye on proceedings as we work our way through the afternoon. And she also shares all of our options out through our website and via our YouTube channel. So anyone tuning in, a good afternoon to you as well. Now, I know the team at Harcourts Gold, they will have made all the relevant documentation for today's proceedings available to you, the LIN, the title and the contract from which we work from. That's been approved by the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and the good folk at the Auckland District Law Society. As you might expect, when it comes to auctions and auction rooms, there are a few rules by which we must play the game by. Let me talk to some of those now. Let me just guide you through those key parts of how things will work, because if you have attended an auction before, things will be done just ever so slightly differently because this is a brought forward auction. What that basically means is that there is a party that has made a pre-auction offer at an acceptable level to our owners. When I announce that number, we are on the market and we are selling right from that point on. So it's effectively our reserve price. We are on the market and selling. Accordingly, I will not be placing any vendor bids. Normally my sole right is the auctioneer to place bids on behalf of our owners. We won't do that today because we're on the market and selling. I may, however, give suggestions. I may give suggestions in terms of the increments by which those bids raise. I still can refuse a bid if I deem it not to be in the best interest of our owners, but by and large, I'm going to be very happy and comfortable to work with any genuine bids that I see from the floor here this afternoon. Now, the part you're here for is when that hammer comes down to the rostrum. Should it fall in your favour, well done, congratulations, you've done it. Before you commence your celebrations, we will ask a few simple things from you. We'll get you to sign the paperwork, and in doing so, you're acknowledging receipt of the approved REA guide. Secondly, you'll arrange to make a payment of 1/10 or 10% of the purchase price. I don't mind which one you choose to do. Thirdly and finally, we'll get you to complete the GST information, which is outlined in Schedule 1. So folks, that is how things will play today. Cash and unconditional is of course your bidding. Make yourself known to me. If I don't see or hear you with the mask on, then please just shout or wave a little bit stronger and we'll work with you. Now, I take us to 1 Rue de la Mere in Parklands. Mr. Caleb Griffian, our properties ambassador. Caleb puts up bubble-free sold stickers because he does this so often, does young Caleb. This is an estate and freehold. Good luck to you, Caleb. This is an estate and freehold. It is 726 square metres of that freehold parcel of land. That's lot 1. It's deposited plan 71292, all outlined, all detailed in that certificate of title that Caleb and the team have been sending through to you in recent weeks. Settlement date set down for Thursday the 9th of December 2021, or any other such date that may have been mutually agreed upon in writing. Schedule 2, well, that outlines an impressive list of chattels. I won't go through those individually. You've all had plenty of time to review those. You bid and you buy on that basis. As you do, those further terms towards the rear of the agreement being clauses 22 through to 24. As I mentioned before, cash and unconditional is your bidding. Well, let's just go and take one last little wander through number 1, Rue de la Mer. This is a property I had a privilege of checking out just a couple of weekends ago. It was a beautiful sunny day when I visited, and I just think that there's a whole lot to like about this property. It's no surprise to see that our campaign has been brought forward here, because you get so much. I love that corner site. I love the fact that it is single level. You've got the post-quake construction. Gee, that's a whole lot of peace of mind. I would have thought to be buying something constructed in 2015. And as I mentioned, that corner site, I think that just improves and expands your outlook on life, and the lightness and brightness that you get in this section, this location. There is absolutely a place for everything, and everything has its place here. You've got those 3 good-sized bedrooms, the living spaces. I love that office with the custom joinery as well. Perhaps you work from home a few days a week. Perhaps you've got children, you want to keep an eye on their homework. Well, that's going to be the place to just ensure that they're doing all the homework and staying on tasks. In terms of the outdoor living spaces, well, it's just all orientated so beautifully, isn't it? It looks out to the north. That's going to be magnificent come these warmer summer months, which we're all looking out the window hoping that they're just around the corner. In terms of the lifestyle, the outlook, well, geez, it doesn't get too much better. If you're into the outdoors and you love getting active, it's all here, isn't it? We talk about it so much in these locations, such as Parklands. You've got the beach, you've got the forest, you've got the mountain biking and the running, the golf courses, and QE2 just down the way. So as I said, folks, no surprises to see our campaign brought forward. You're all here to hear that magic number, not to listen to me speak all afternoon. That acceptable pre-option offer level is $837,000. So 837 is the number. Who's got 850 to round me off? Do we have an auction here this afternoon? 850, welcome in, sir. Confidently done, I might say, at 850. Pardon, Grace? 855, thanks, Grace. Hard to lip read with the mask on. 855 here and 860, would you say, sir? 857, absolutely. And 60 confidently. Come back with a couple more if you like. Get me to 62. 862 and 65. Thank you, Grace, at 865. So you said no just a couple of moments before. Have another quick chat. As a collective at 865. Otherwise, I sell here. I give you 3 chances. 867. There you go. Welcome in. And 868. 69. 70. Quickly, this is fun. Keep it going at 870. First call. At 870, I welcome you back in for 1,000, or here if you like. Pull your money and you can buy it together perhaps. First chance at 870, I'm sure you wouldn't like to. Second as I sell away. At 870 with Grace's buyers. They'll be living gracefully here, I might add. Another one, 871. Good confident move there at 871. As I restart my count. As I count to 3, selling. How are we looking, Caleb? Back out to the open home trial, as we say, at 871. You just buy it today and you buy happiness. First call, selling here at 871. Twice, post-quake construction.
872.
Welcome back. At 872 here, Grace. Did you go 875? First time.
Can I go with 500?
Of course you can. At 872.5. 873, they've done the same. At 873, selling. Could be a bit over in 874. 874, another 1,000 on. At 875, at $787 million. At $875,000 selling. Once called.
Another 500.
875 and change. Are we 500 on the side? Puts it forward at 875.5. I welcome you back in for another $500 if you like.
Have you another 5?
Absolutely at 876. Squares the ledger at 876. At 876, Grace. Sophie, in your buyers. On another 1,000. There we go. Accelerating together. Doubles me up at 877. At 877 the bid. This is a cracker.
879.
879. Keep doubling each other up. This one should be a $4,000 bid now, Grace. But at 879 I sell. Once called. At 79.
Another 500.
879, 500. You go straight to 880, or do you just go to 885?
880.
880, squeeze the ledger, puts 500 together. Nicely done at 880. Welcome back in at 880 here. Haven't forgotten about you as well. Loved your bidding earlier. Welcome you back in at any stage. First call at 880. Selling away, 3 bedrooms, post-quake, twice called. Adventures on the weekend. Aplenty.
Another 1,000.
Another 1,000, 881. Go 885. Trust me, I've seen 1 or 2 options at 881. Otherwise, I do sell here. Happy to take 1,000 from you if it's more to your liking.
883.
883. We met in the middle somewhere, didn't we? At 883. Good job at 883. Selling at 883. Who do we sell to? First call at 883. Sit tight. Twice call. Done, Grace. Out with Grace. Third and final. Appreciate the bidding, Grace. Great work with your buyers today at $883,000. I sell away. Well done, Caleb. Wonderful campaign. Thank you to our owners. Congratulations. It's going, and it is sold here. Well done. Congratulations to our underbidders. Thank you very much for your genuine and spirited bidding throughout the afternoon, folks. That does wrap up proceedings here in the Harcourts Gold Auction Rooms. We've got some 18 properties up for auction on Thursday morning, so if you missed out today, perhaps we'll see you from 10 o'clock on Thursday.